2025 was certainly one of the best years for video gaming that we've had. We had such amazing releases like uh
Greetings. I am Juan Shefo Blake Slalom Ramirez.
okay, so maybe 2025 isn't going to go down in the gaming history books, but there were still some pretty good games. And before you go into the comment sections to yell at me, I don't really play very many AAA games anymore. I kind of don't like them whenever I do, but I do love me some fantastic indie games. This year, 2025, like every other year, has been an excellent year for the indie development scene. There have been a ton of really fun games, and you might have missed a lot of them, with them coming out almost all of the time, and there's too many games to play in a year. So I want to highlight some of those indie games that have came out that you might have missed that I think are definitely worth your time. I'd like to start with the game called Fly Night. It released in January by Wadaboy, and Fly Night is a Kingsfield-like game where you're trying to stop an evil witch from becoming a god, except the witch is a moth, and you're a fly, who's also a knight. Also, there's fishing and funny emotes, and it's a co-op experience like no other. It's one of the most fun things that I played last year, and it came out in January. It's a very cheap one, coming in at like $7-ish bucks, and that's basically $5. So you should go pick it up. You should go pick it up with your friends and play some Fly Night. Next up on my list is Brazilian Drug Dealer 3. I opened a portal to hell in the favela, trying to revive Mireia, and I need to close it. As you know, I love me a game that has a ridiculously long title, and one of my favorite bits in art that I make or art that I consume is a sequel to a game that doesn't exist. This game, it kind of feels like if you had an aneurysm while playing Doom. It's one of the most insane things I have played in my life, and it's coming in at like $5, so it's a must play in 2025. Well, 2026 now, I suppose. Since its full release, they seem to have dropped a friend swap update, so you can actually play it in multiplayer, and I'm kind of wanting to go back to it and play this with a buddy soon. Big shout outs to Jovino, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, for making one of the weirdest and most fun games I played in 2025. The next game was kind of a meme, but I fell in love with it very quickly. War Rats the Rat 'em Up is a 2D shooter, reminiscent of old Flash games where you buy troops and they walk to the right and you take out your enemy base. I played it in super early access and I really liked it. It has some very funny bits. The dialogue is amusing. The rat balls. The rat balls on this game. It has released a ton of new content since I played it earlier in the year. It got an official release, I believe, in November. It's at $12, it looks like. So I would definitely come check it out, if not for the funny, silly dialogue bits and the kind of quick and easy to pick up gameplay. You have to come for the massive rat balls. If you got like $12 to spare, go ahead and head over to WootsArt Industries Steam page and pick this game up. So I might not have played Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo in 2025, but it easily takes the cake as one of my most personal faves that came out in 2025. It's kind of like a combination of A Link to the Past, one of my favorite games of all time, and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, another big fave of mine as a kid. Pocket Trap really went out with this one. And as of the time of writing, I only have about 3 hours into the game, but it's full of these cute little guys and these funny bits and the most fluid gameplay. It's such a good game. Go pick it up if you got about $20 to spare. You can play as this yo-yo obsessed bat. I know it's not an indie game, but it would be crazy if the Kirby girl didn't mention Kirby Air Riders in her top 5 of 2025. Kirby Air Riders is maybe one of the most fun racing games I played all year. It's also the most fun fighting game I played this year. It's also the most fun story game I played this year. It's also the most fun car builder game I played this year. Okay, you get the point. It's one of the most fun Kirby games that have come out in recent years. Not that there's a ton of competition in that category. I did really like the DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Star-Crossed World, but it's a DLC and I'm not quite sure I wanted to count a DLC in this. I wanted it to be a full release of a full game. It's one of the most fun games, and you have so many options to do than just being a race game, or a fighting game, a story-based game, or a kart builder. I'm sorry, chat. I love the pink puff ball too much not to include them. I do still want to give a shout out to some other releases in 2025. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a blast. I really enjoyed my time with it. It didn't make the list because it does kind of go on a little bit long, and I still haven't even beat it myself. Mario Kart World and Sonic Cross Worlds are a lot of fun, but they also have their problems. Sonic Cross Worlds is kind of a DLC fest, and I'm not sure it's worth the price to admission. And Mario Kart World is, it's Mario Kart World, what can I say? I was very happy that TimeSplitters Rewind finally released, and I have not spent as much time with it as I hoped that I would, but it is a fun way to play TimeSplitters 1 in modern day. Order 13, Schedule 1, Merchant 64, Double Down, Angel and Era, and Promise Mascot Agency were all very close to being chosen as a top 5, but they were all kind of little one-offs, and I would recommend checking out all of them. Order 13 and Merchant 64 are very short experiences. Double Down is a roguelike where you gamble. Angeline Era is a weird game with bump combat. I need to get back to finishing it. It's an odd one. And Promise Mascot Agency is the only visual novel I've played that I've actually enjoyed. Soulframe and Far Far West are both 2025 playtests that seem very promising. I would keep your eye on Far Far West. It's going to be a very fun multiplayer game when it comes out. It's already in such a good state that they could release it in early access if they wanted to. Soulframe is also fantastic. It kind of lets you experience a world on your own that you have to explore without holding your hand and telling you exactly what to do. And also, it tells you exactly what to do if you want it to. So, you get a little bit of both. I would also like to remind people of the Sonic Unleashed decompile and the millions of other decompiles that have come out over the last year, most of which I do not know entirely. I think Majora's Mask happened this year. There's been a bunch of decompiles that are the best way that you can play a retro game. There's also the Breath of the Wild VR mod, which is a cool project that I want to check out on my own at some point, but I just haven't had the time just yet. As always, chat, thank you so much for watching and hanging out all year. I hope 2026 will be a killer year for the Weird Autumn stream, it'll be a killer year for video games, and I hope we all are happy forever. Thank you, chat. It means a lot that you watch me.